matters to me as an American citizen. I have the right, as an American citizen, under the freedom of the press, to know what the hell happened in Benghazi, as well as Congress. And I think that not only Congress, but the entire world should know what happened at Benghazi. I mean, if we're going to be damned for who we are, then let's be damned for who we are. And just come out clean, say, all right, look, this is what happened. This is what the cover up, and, just take some integrity. I mean, come on, politicians. Take a lesson from the armed forces. One of the core values that we learn is honor, integrity, duty. I mean, there's others too, but those right there. Why are you not? Why are you not doing your duty? Why do you not have any honor in your job and to have the integrity to speak the truth? Why do we have to hear it from whistleblowers? Now, don't get me wrong. I love the fact that the whistleblowers are coming forward. I always applaud those Americans, especially those in politics and Mr. Hicks and others. I mean, they're not politicians per se. They work for the State Department. But I don't know if you call that a politician or not. But, I applaud them for coming forward and speaking the truth, because it's not that easy to do that. It is not easy at all to come out and speak the truth, especially against a government, and the U.S. government, to be specific. Because here in the U.S., if we don't like what you say, we just put you in a jail cell and leave you there until you rot. Why? Because we have a little thing called the National Defense Authorization Act, or NDAA. And I focus your attention to sections 130 and 131 of the NDAA 2013, which states that any person, whether they're American or abroad, that is even suspected of terrorist activity can be detained for an indefinite amount of time without a lawyer, without a trial by jury, anything. I mean, you don't get any of those rights. You don't even get a bail hearing. You're just locked up for no reason. You don't even get your day in court. How is this the land of the free? When we lock up people that are willing to come out and speak up. Now recently, for you Facebookers out there, you might you've probably seen this out there, and I'm sure on Twitter as well, that there was a guy, and I don't know his name, I really don't, but that was planning an armed march on Washington, D.C. Now, apparently, he's been apprehended for questioning, but, I mean, come on, we all know we're never going to see him again. I mean, look at the supposed director of this YouTube video that, the administration blamed Benghazi for so long. He actually got arrested, and he's still in jail. And it's already come out that it had nothing to do about a YouTube video. Let the guy out of jail. He didn't do shit. He didn't do anything. Unless you're trying to keep him quiet. But how long can he do that? I don't know. But, now, okay. So we got Eric Holder wiretapping the Associated Press, and this alone is basically what turned the media against the government. I mean, the one thing you don't do is you really don't piss off the media, because the media will crucify you. I mean, I'm sure if you've watched CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, any of those other 24-hour cable net news or whatever, they crucify people, in their own way, depending liberal or conservative. Now there's another cover-up, and I don't really have too much information on it, which is the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, which isn't even a government body, went before the Oversight Committee and to testify on, to answer questions about the allegations into the IRS targeting Tea Party members and conservatives. And what do? I plead the fifth. What? I mean, can they plead the fifth? I mean, this really isn't a court of law, is it? I mean, this is a congressional hearing. I mean, I guess it could be considered a court of law, but I don't know. Basically, if someone says, "Hey, I plead the fifth," that means they don't want to incriminate themselves. That means they're guilty as fuck. At least in my book, okay? I mean, if you have nothing to hide, and you did absolutely nothing, then you shouldn't have any reason to plead the fifth. But apparently the IRS is pleading the fifth on this one. So, we don't know. We don't know what's going on with the IRS. Why they're targeting, Tea Partiers and conservatives. Could it have been an order from the Obama administration to do so? Could it have been, from the Democrats? I don't know. I mean, the Internal Revenue Service is not an agency of the government. It is a private company. Now, we got Rick from Taking Back America in the chat room, and he's asking, are you going the full 3 hours? Can't hear ya. I'm still on air, but thought I would hop over on the chat and see what's going on. Okay, so he can't hear me, so I can say whatever I want again. No. Yeah, actually, I plan to. I'm planning on it, so. Planning on going to the full 3 hours. Granted, if my voice stays with me. But, anyways, okay, so back to what we're dealing with here now. Now, the IRS, we can guess all we want on that one. I mean, they're pleading the fifth on that, so we really I don't have any information on that. But if you do, by all means, give me a call. But, Benghazi, the Associated Press, I don't, honestly, I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get why the hell we are not doing anything about this, people. I mean, do I have to get on a plane because I will do this. I'm just crazy enough to do this. Do I have to get on a plane, go to Washington, D.C., storm into the House of Representatives chambers and demand that they bring articles of impeachment to Obama? Or do we wait till the midterms in 2014? Now, some are saying, no, fuck that. Let's do this now. He's ruining our country now. Let's get him out now. Okay? And you'll get no arguments from me on that one. However, I also got to be the voice of reason here, too. It also might be better, and I hate to say this, but be better to wait till the 2014 midterm elections. Now, why do I say that? Because The House of Representatives is the body that brings forward the articles of impeachment, okay? Which right now, the House is controlled by the Republicans. From there, it goes to the Senate. And then the Senate decides or has a trial and decides whether or not it's impeached, they're guilty or not guilty or whatever. And, the last time this happened was with President Bill Clinton. Articles of impeachment were brought forward against him. They went to the Senate, but I do not believe he was ever convicted of impeachment. I mean, the articles of impeachment were filed, yes, but that doesn't impeach him right there. The Senate has to find them guilty as well. Then they're impeached. So now let's just take a step back here, okay? And kind of look at this from the outside in. Jesse's in the chat room. God damn it, be right back. Gotta take the garbage cans to the corner. Oh, I know. It sucks to be a guy who's taking out the trash, huh? Anyways, so now let's look at this from the outside in, okay? Let's try. This is going to be hard, I know. But let's try to get rid of all of our preconceptions on what a liberal is or what a Democrat is or how they are or how conservatives are or anything. Let's just get all those precursors off the table, okay? Because you got to remember, the government has been brainwashing us to drive a wedge between us, to divide us, because they don't want us to unite. So that's why I'm saying let's just take all the preconceptions off the table. There is no liberals. There are no conservatives. There are no moderates. No Democrats, no Republicans, no independents, no Tea Parties, nothing. We're just looking at this from an American citizen standpoint on the Constitution, okay? and how impeachment works. Now, right now, let's just say the House actually does bring forward articles of impeachment, okay? One, yes, it will probably pass the House because it is Republican controlled. Unless you got the rhinos, of course, and I'm talking about John McCain and who were very, strong against Obama, but now all of a sudden they're even saying, let's get, enough with the Benghazi, enough with it, let's just move on. No, not enough with it. We don't even have nearly enough information. I mean, and honestly, I think this is what happened with the 9/11 Commission, is that they did it, they investigated it, but they rushed through it because they just wanted to move on. They wanted to just, move on, get this ugly chapter of American history behind us, and that's it. And I'm saying no. We, the people, want answers. And unfortunately, I would love to call my congressmen or my senators. Now, here in Minnesota, we have two Democratic senators. Senator Al Franken, who you might remember as a comedian, but his politics are no joke. I mean, he sucks. And he was actually all for the Feinstein bill, by the way, and actually helped put in all the mental health clauses of that gun bill. Now, our other senator, Amy Klobuchar, yeah, it's like talking to a fucking brick wall. Okay, so, here I am, okay, and at the time, I'm calling my senators and my U.S. representative, which all three are Democrat, by the way, and